Okay, so just as we've been promising now, say we go still now in a beat. Yes, now that beat now we don't enter now sharply, based on one or two. Based on how they always take be for us every Tuesday, like we always tell you, say the biggest or one of the biggest achievement we perceive you ever get for life now to get a roof, to get a house, not just a roof. Having your own property, now everybody desire, now everybody dream, now waiting everyone, they aim to achieve. I mean, they follow somebody talk yesterday, I say, the biggest thing if it happened to me this year now to get my own land, okay? And from the land, obviously, I'll start to build my own house because I don't tire to give my landlord my money. And guess what? We get a certified person, a person where they trained in the field, person where don't experience for the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to real estate. Ladies and gentlemen, I talk about no other person but Mr. Debo. And of course, Chief is in the building. No worries, you guys will get him anytime from now. Mr. Debo.
Good morning. Good morning, Slimmy. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you doing?
Very well, very well, very well. And our viewers there at home, good morning. How are you? Trust that you're enjoying yourself. Is the Harmattan reaching your place?
Obviously.
Or is it already evacuating? Because we don't know.
Everybody.
Lagos zone is like doing...
It's fluctuating. It's been on and off. Actually, I was telling Chief, I said, this Harmattan, I was thinking before that people traveled and all of that. So the Harmattan was why it was much on us.
Because we were fewer in Lagos. But now it's been...
Like, we are all back, and then everybody is still cold. So what's up? But we're loving it anyways.
You're loving it? Well, to an extent, yes. But
I'm being different.
See? But it's better than the heat, right?
Yeah, it's better. Sure. And they say they pursue mosquitoes. I don't know.
Abi? Chief Olododo.
Good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
How's the family?
Very well, very well. Good morning.
Where are you taking us to today?
Today, yeah. So today, we'll be discussing the various professionals that you need in your building project, okay? The various professionals you need for your building project. A lot of people don't know who to consult or what a particular professional does when it comes to their building project. So they give or they call an architect for the job of an engineer. They call the engineer for the job of an architect and things like that.
Or they call one person for the job of everybody.
Everybody, contractor. You just say, contractor one here, and the contractor is supposed to take everything. So today we'll just break it down so that you know at least what each professional does for you on your building project and who you should call on depending on what it is that you need per time. Okay?
So how many are we looking at?
Maybe roughly about 10.
Oh.
Yeah, about 10. Yeah, they are that much. They are that much actually that you need. So number one, well, if you've missed any of our past episodes, you know where to go to, the YouTube channel, okay, and watch after this edition. So stay with us till the end, and then you can go over there because you have loads of information for you that will benefit you a great deal. Sir. So, number one, the first person we all get to talk to when we are thinking of a housing... not the surveyor you are talking about. Is the estate surveyor or the person you call the agent, the estate agent.
We all call him surveyor.
No, it's the land surveyor people call surveyor a lot.
Yes.
The agent they call the estate agent.
Are they not the same?
No. Okay, so in Nigeria, right, estate surveyor is different from land surveyor.
Sure.
The estate surveyor is the person we also call agent. Or there are agents who does what an estate surveyor can do as to helping you get a property.
Okay. The meaning of
one of the things an estate surveyor...
It's the person that scouts for...
One of the things that an estate surveyor and valuer, they call them estate surveyors and valuers. One of the things they do for you is to actually help you get properties. It's just one of what they do in the real estate field.
One of what they do.
But the typical agent that we know, that's all he does. Help you get a property, either you want to buy or you want to sell, you know. That's all he does most of the time. So that's the first person, your agent or your estate surveyor. They would help you look for that property. If it is land, if it is a building you want to buy that suits your pockets, they would have assessed you, sit down with you, ask you some questions. What's your budget? Which area would you like to live? How soon are you ready? What can you afford? You know, and what's the size of your family and all of that. They will help you to put heads together.
Your pockets.
Of course, what budget and all of that. How do you intend to pay? Do you intend to pay cash? Do you intend to pay path and then take loan, or do you intend to pay in installment? They will sit down and ask you all of these questions and then set out to look for property for you that suits what it is that you've asked for. So that's the first professional, your estate surveyor or your agent. Okay.
In the course of them trying to check what we want, are they the ones that will check whether the land you are trying to buy is of good quality?
And the
Yes,
documentation
your agent, your estate surveyor would ask for the documentation. He can do the cross check. Okay, that is do a search on the document and all of that. Or if you have a lawyer, the lawyer can do that. So that's the other, because once you are buying a property, these people work hand in hand. The estate surveyor or agent, the lawyer, and the person we call the land surveyor.
Sorry, sir. I think I will quickly chip in something here.
Okay.
So that every one of us can learn a lesson or two. Because when you talked about a lawyer, Slimmy did. And I think it's high time we knew that all of us must have a lawyer.
Chief, they speak.
Come on. At times, we do foreign stuff.
It's high time we knew.
My brother, I dreamt of a United Kingdom.
Oh, you're still dreaming.
Okay.
No, this time is good. This year now, you are testing that you've never traveled, but it's fine.
I think it's New Year resolution
It's not to lie.
So, like I was saying, I think we should all know that it's important we have a lawyer. Even if you don't have whatever it is to pay legal fee, you have the opportunity to make a Barry your friend.
Yeah, it can be my friend, but the thing is, at times we might differentiate between work and friendship. So in place of that, obviously when it comes to me needing his services, in as much as he might not charge me as much as he would charge others, I will still be charged. And I feel most times for people like us, we cannot afford the lawyer. How much is my salary?
You can't afford the lawyer.
I cannot afford the lawyer.
But you can afford the property.
Yeah, come on.
It's a money in bulk. That is over $1 million.
It's a money in bulk. It's a money in bulk. It's like I'm going to save.
Slimmy, are you the president of Pennywise Pounds Fully?
I'm not.
That's a jab.
I'm not.
If you are not, then, and you are not a member.
Okay, Mr. Debo, okay, should I say when I want to get land now, I should come and meet you?
Of course, we can
I can't tell you that one man law. No go there.
You always said you can negotiate.
Build the house.
Stating the obvious.
I can never hear you.
This is what people just get totally wrong.
From your motto, I know that
from the start.
I can't hear you.
You know, say you get some lawyers, chief. You know, say this one I can still afford. When you see, be like this one.
But
I can pay this one's bill.
This is what people get totally wrong. You see, you should realize that at the end of the day, it is a percentage that I will get from you that any other person will get from you. And I've even said that percentage is subject to negotiation.
Let me throw this to you.
Yeah.
Can you, if somebody tells you he has a land for you to work on that is in Papa land and the whole worth of the land is no more than 200,000.
He will not do it.
Can you do it?
Mr. Debo will not do it.
I need you to go there and inspect
I
the
know
land.
there are some offers he won't take.
200,000.
So in your mind, you think I will be the only one in the office who is going to Kpakpalanto? No, we have staff now.
Delegations.
Okay. We have staff.
That's true.
But you know,
so I may not spend my time going to Kpakpalanto, but you would have my input on that your Kpakpalanto transaction, because when they go and come back, give me feedback, I will ask certain questions, I will oversee the document that is being done and things like that. You know?
Okay.
So you even have a better experienced agent handling your transaction where you engage people like us.
That's what I'm saying. We know.
So please don't be well. This is not
your own charge.
No, don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. Actually, you are not paying any different from if you get a riffraff and you get a professional, you are not paying any different. However, you are losing a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
You are losing a lot.
You're losing.
Yes. It's percentage, and you can negotiate that percentage. There are people we do things for. I think I've mentioned it before. There are people we do things for, for free sometimes, yes.
Protocols are broken at
sometimes, yeah. So you should realize that, okay? Okay, so your estate agent, your surveyor, land surveyor, and your lawyer, they have to work hand in hand during the acquisition of your property. Let's say the land or the house. Why? The estate agent will search for it, suitability. He's looking at how possible you can acquire the place. Is looking at the dynamics of acquisition, basically, and that the place is suitable for you. That's all he's looking at, okay? The land surveyor gets the coordinates, okay? Does the preliminary search to be sure that the land use, that place can be, exactly, the status is that it is free and available for whatever you want to use it for, or can be ratified or things like that. We've discussed that in the past. If you missed any of the episodes, please go check, go check it out. Go check it out. Then your lawyer will prepare the documents between you and the seller. The agent or the lawyer or both of them can also do your search, okay, to verify the document that is on the property, to verify the genuineness, the authenticity, and all of that, okay, the appropriateness of it. But the lawyer will prepare the document that you would sign with the seller, okay, deed of assignment and all of that. The surveyor would draw the survey, okay, of the land. That will be part of the document, the land surveyor. That will be part of the document that the lawyer will draw up, okay? Those are the things that you need initially. Of course, you get your receipts from the family and all of that. Your agent or the lawyer should have helped you to do due diligence in terms of searching the history of the landowners and all of that, the property that is genuine, that the person selling is a real person and things like that.
Family name.
Yeah, all of that, they will have done all of that. So you need all those. You will have gone through all those three before you acquire the land. Settle some money how? You are the one buying now. You are the one buying now. You mean negotiation? In negotiating, your agent would assist you a lot in negotiating with the owner or the seller, and also whoever is also around. The Omoniles, like you said. Yeah, the agent handles all of that aspect on your behalf. Your agent handles all of that, except to tell him, no, don't worry, I can face them myself. Then he leaves you to face them.
Okay. You know, I think at this junction, we have taken the very first one, which is estate surveyor. So let's go on this shikini break.
We've taken the first three.
First three. Yeah, okay, they are together now. We've taken the first three. So let's go on this shikini break. When we come back, Engineer Debo go the tesiwaju.
Yes, so Teshimele. Where's the good Teshimele?
Tesiwaju mo.
Okay,
we'll go on this break. We'll be right back.
The best investment on earth is earth.
The issue of say make a person get house, make a person get land, make a person.
Property matter na serious business, so one of the best investments wey person fit get for life. Shey you be estate agent, surveyor, town planner, or you dey into furniture and you go like make the world sabi your level? Come advertise with us on top Property Matter wey dey shele for WAP TV for every Tuesday from 8:15 to 9 a.m.
Yes, welcome back to the show, Property Matter with Engineer Debo, and we discuss the various professionals needed for building projects. That is, one know who's supposed to be in charge of what, when, and at what particular time, so that we no go dey gbe omo ba fortune, we no go dey give wetin we supposed to give professional to quacks. Well, we've talked about estate surveyor. In make us realize, say basically now the people they scout for property that suits your pocket. Vis-a-vis, we've talked about the barrister, that is the lawyer, and the agent.
Yes, yes. So after that, I mean, once you acquire the property, depending on the size of the property and if it is just land, okay, if it is from I think around 2 acres or so upwards, I can't be sure now, apologize for that, you will need to get your town planner, okay, the person they call a town planner. A town planner helps you to be able to plan the use of your large expanse of land. If it is just one plot, okay, basically, I mean, your architect can go to work, you don't need a town planner. Okay, but if it is like a sizable land, say like 2 acres upwards, your town planner needs to help you plan, because apart from plots, there are things that are also required to be on that land by law and by design practice. So, for example, people who do estates, when they buy those expanse of land, take the vicinity where the studio is around Ajao, right? Now, the whole of Ajao is actually a name. So I want to even guess that it was owned by a family.
Yes.
You understand? Even to Papa Ajao, you know, it was just the road that divides them. So let's assume like this Ajao entity, you know, it's a massive place.
Yeah, sure.
They cannot just have houses and then road, houses and road. No, there should be where there will be playing area. There should be where, yes, there should be where there are provisions for services, okay, where the drainage will empty and things like that, plan drainage stuff and all. There should be where they would have a green area that they would just leave, you know, green like that, buffer zones and things like that. There will be where they would have religious places, okay, where they will site them, church, mosque, whatever else, you know. So there will be all those places, and it is the job of industries will be there. It's not just shops, commercial areas, okay, will be there. So it's not just residential properties, okay. So it is the job of the town planner. He's trained to be able to carry out that kind of design, okay. He will plan out that large expanse of land to have all of the uses that are necessary in that neighborhood, okay? But if your land is just 1 plot, 2 plot, 3 plots, you already know what you bought it for. The use would already be stated in the master plan.
Can easily sketch.
Yeah, so the architect can then just plan. So the architect, so that is when you need the town planner, okay? But if you don't need the town planner, or after the town planner has done his job, the next person to work with is the architect.
Okay, before we work with the architect, let's work with Slimity.
Okay, so but not on your building project.
So you guys can contact me now. Then I'll come and with all these things you've learned. Anyway.
So you become an agent, just like that.
And I've not even built my own house. Anyway, so guys, call the numbers on your screen. Feel free to call. You see what we discussed this morning. Various professionals you need for your building project. Okay, so call those numbers 08105434984 and 08173147589. If you don't hear some names and you want to clarify from Engineer Debo that are these part of the people that are actually supposed to contact when you need to build, and they sound strange because we get to hear different names. That's the truth, especially when you're not in the known. So you get the chance right now to ask, and of course I'm sure Mr. Debo is good to go. One ticket.
I don't have another job.
One ticket.
I don't have another job.
Okay, so
you get.
So you still come back to the architect again?
Yes, you have to.
So why can't I just go straight to the architect? If I was still going to come
back.
The
architect will need. He will need some of the things that these other guys would have done.
Okay.
He will need what the land surveyor, for example, has done.
Okay.
You know, and then he would need, if it's a large estate, he would need what your town planner has done to be able to. And the town planner will need what your surveyor has done.
So it's
in chains. Yes, it's in chains. And I'm trying to take it in sequence. Okay. So the architect is the next person, and then what he does is to design your property. So you sit down with him, you say, Oga, this is what I want to build. I want to build a 3-bedroom, if the place is approved for residence, for example. I want to build a 3-bedroom bungalow. In my 3-bedroom, like a typical Nigerian would say, I want ante room or pre-seats. You know. Nigerians love, especially first home owners.
But is it bad if you can afford it, Mr. Debo?
The challenge is they can't afford it,
but
they just dream. And it's free to dream, you know. Yeah. And then they would, by the time the guy finishes the design, and then a lot of them don't even get to realize until they've started building that this thing is heavy, you know. Some of them are able to complete it. Some of them, they still have it as abandoned projects, you know. But I just encourage people that, hey, and the architect also usually would encourage you. Experienced architect will encourage you that, let's do this way, let's do this way. Or this one, let's try to marry. Because he would have tried to size you up, kind of. so that it doesn't really give you something that will be beyond you. But some people would have gone to, sorry to say, they will go and take an undergraduate, you know, that is studying architecture, maybe the best in his class. They will say, the guy will do a good job and it's affordable, because he's looking for something cheap. What that guy does is to empty all his training on your building.
You will use it as practical.
What are you saying? That's what I'm saying now. You will empty all his training on your building such that, and people don't realize that when it comes to construction, every square meter
matters.
Is money. Every square meter, you are talking about cement, you are talking about sand, you are talking about granite.
Even water.
Block, yes, is money. So by the time you start to put all of these or what do they call it? By the time you start to put all of this it's money that you are putting down. So what I tell people is, hey, for your first house, you know, can you just go straight to the matter? Let's just deal with what it is that you are trying to provide. Give yourself a decent apartment, three bedroom, sitting room, well sized, you know, appropriately sized, not bogus national stadium that you would almost faint or die building. You know, there is no point for that. It's your first house.
Take it like forever.
It need not be your last house. So don't build it as if this is your one and only. You should still aspire to build much more. Okay? So get your architect to do your designs for you. He would sit you down, ask for things and all of that, cancel your advice. Once he has gotten your concept, he will then go and translate it into drawing. Okay. You know, you do drawing. There are various elevations you would have to do. Elevation meaning for you to understand it. When you face the house, it will show you what it will look like. The side of the house, it will show you. When you are looking at the house from on top, you know, it will show you. Shots. You know, it will show you all of those. Then internally, it can also give you an idea of how the arrangement can be. And all of that. It would arrange all of that for you, show you things, give you the sizes of each space, you know, and all of that. So it would also advise you on the things you should use, materials for each place and all of that, you know. So that's the architect for you. That's what he does. Once he's done that, depending on what you are building, if you are building a building that is like 2 floors, ground and first floor, for example, you then need the people we call structural engineers, or, you know, structural engineers, because there will be structural components once it starts to go beyond ground floor. Okay. So they will come and look at the building and put their own, that's the structural engineer, they'll make their own contribution, you know, as to the structures, because they are the ones that would make sure that they do all their calculation to be sure that those pillars, those columns, you know, are well sized and will not fall, that they are carrying appropriate weight. They will calculate the weight that the house will carry on the ground floor, on the top floor, and come up with the sizes of those columns and things like that. How many reinforcements you will use. That's reinforcement meaning iron. Okay, iron. How many you will use, the sizes you will use, and all of those things. They are the ones to do all of that.
Engineer Debosa, many a time we normally hear say, if person go build 2-story building or 3-story building, say now from the foundation they supposed to done the planner. How true is this? Or I can do just my normal foundation and still go ahead putting 2 or 3 stories on top of her? No,
not at all. Very true that no matter what you want to build, it will start reflecting from the foundation. Because at the end of the day, all the load in that building is going to come down to the foundation. It's being transmitted to the foundation. So the foundation needs to be appropriate for the size of building you are getting into. And that's why you see that skyscrapers, I don't know if you've noticed, if you've watched a site where skyscrapers are being built, you just see that for months, they're just busy. You can't see anything. They've dug the whole place and they are busy with the foundation down there. Okay? For months. But by the time you start seeing structure come out, you just see that it's faster. Yeah. By the time you pass the next day, by the time the next month, they've gone far. But while they were in the foundation stage, under the ground, it will look like, is this, what are they doing here, service too, you know? Because they are preparing the place for that kind of height. You know, so the structure, making sure that the structure is worth it. Okay.
Okay.
So you then get also what you call the M&E, mechanical and electrical engineers.
Okay.
For the wiring.
Yes, they will talk about the wiring, the lighting system, the plumbing, you know, and things like that. Those are their job. The water system, where you are going to, your water overhead tank, bowl, things like that. They will put all of that into consideration, okay, in your units. So don't get, bothered that, this not too much, just to design a house. I'm talking to how many people? Usually, most firms, okay, or most professionals have their likes that they work with. So if you get an architect, usually he has a structural engineer he works with, he has the M&E engineers he works with, such that once you give him the brief, okay, he can produce all of these things ready for approval. Yes. Okay, you can produce all of these things, so you don't have to be talking to all of these people, really. Just to know that these are the inputs you need. Adamu, right? From Niger.
Yeah. Good morning, Adamu.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Fine.
Please go ahead with your question and help us with your volume. Turn the volume on your TV set down, please.
Good morning.
Can you turn down your volume?
Good morning, Adamu. You need to turn down your volume. I hope he can hear us.
Yeah, you just have to call us back.
You have to call us back. Okay, go ahead with your question, please.
I need a 2-bedroom flat plan. So if I need 2-bedroom flat, and each room with a toilet and a bedroom with drawer, and a parlor will have its own toilet, as a standard plan. So how can I have it? How can I get it?
I don't understand. Are you looking to rent a 2-bedroom flat? Is that what you are saying?
Yeah.
In Niger State there?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you should do is look around town wherever you want it and look for estate agent offices.
Okay.
Okay? And tell them what you need. They will help you get one.
Okay.
Do you understand? Tell them what you need. They will ask you some certain questions and then they will help you get one.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Adamu.
Thank you, Adamu. Yeah.
We stopped at the M&E.
Yeah, so you get the M&E and then they can help you do all of those designs, basically. So once your designs are ready, as in you've done everything, even for a large estate, these are the professionals you need. They will do all of the designs, the structural, the civil, the everything. Because for the large estates, you'll now be talking about road, a lot of that.
So, sorry, sir. I think we need to dwell a bit on this M&E, most especially the electrical. Electrical in the sense that we go see say most houses these days where fire burn there, they go say na surge, electrical surge from fan. One wire just hook back, and before you know house don't burn. The one that happened on Saturday, they say na surge. The one that happened, I think in Amutu or something like that.
Amu market.
Yeah, people keep saying na surge, and most times we go see say most people they give these electricians money, buy me good stuff, but when they reach market, they go prefer to go buy maybe 2mm cable instead of 10mm cable, or conduit instead of a. So how can myself as a builder be protected, or the owner of the house? Because most times when it comes to electrical, we have been exploited. We don't know the original, and they have autonomy in that area.
Okay, we have Adadapo, Abi.
Adadapo.
Or is it Adedapo?
Adedapo.
It should be Adedapo.
Yes.
Adedapo, Abi.
Yes.
Apologies. Good morning.
Adedapo, not D-A-D-A.
Apologies. We'll correct that now. Sorry.
Yeah, Adedapo.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's typographical. I think it's now.
Yeah, this is it, right? All right, good to have you. Do you have questions or contributions?
Okay, the man that is your middle, is it an estate of yours or... Okay, is it an estate of yours?
I'm a student estate surveyor, but I'm an engineer.
Or an architect?
I'm an engineer, I'm a developer, and I'm a student estate surveyor.
Okay, you are the engineer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Since you are an engineer anyway.
Okay then. Is that all you wanted to find out?
Question?
I just wanted to find out because I'm an estate surveyor and evaluator.
Okay, I'm a student estate surveyor too.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, there's no need because there are some things that you said there that I look at it that is it proper? So, but there's no problem. You said you are an engineer.
Okay. Okay then.
There's no problem. No problem.
Okay. But you could just throw light on whatever you thought was not proper. And let's hear what you have to say.
Yeah. This is my direct line.
Okay. Okay then.
Is there any aspect you feel you want to talk about?
No. These are on something. I don't want to see it on.
Oh, okay, there's no problem.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so we're talking about issue of surge, power surge, and the rate at which fire they burn these days.
Yeah.
How can we check these so-called electricians? Because their area is a technical know-how, which we don't know. And before you know it, now they will tell you, wire is 10 mm ni, oda, conduit wire ni, kini kon wire, and it's a lie. Houses keep getting burnt.
So the challenge with that is that it is caveat emptor. So you that you are engaging them, you must do your due diligence to be sure that these people are reliable. Because you don't know, for example, that's why you are engaging them. So, I mean, and sometimes, like you said, they do all of these things, really, and it's very dangerous. You really may not have another way of checking other than to get another professional to check them. So I usually tell people, when you're engaging people, ensure you work with professionals. Okay, ensure you work with professionals. People that have some code of conduct, you know, some ethical, some professional ethics that they sign to and they would, you know, abide by, you know. Make sure you do that. Because at the end of the day, the damage would have been done.
Damage is not even as much as life.
That's what I'm saying.
The one where we quench last, you know, the man just gets the flats at the back of the house. And, you know, it's so appalling and so preposterous that you just move into somebody's house. And the fire started from your own flat. Even the children's room, they are just putting it in place. Now, you know the kind of eyes the owner of the house now used to see that. You know our mentality, but yes, that you almost got my house.
Whose fault? Is that supposed to be my fault or the owner?
Yeah.
No, the electrician,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm a tenant, right?
But the electrician you called
to
help you
do stuff
caused that issue.
Problem.
Because the owner of the house claimed that, see, I've built this house since 80 and the wires, see, I built it when I was in the bank and you can see the wires. Very real. But yet now you need to change some things, maybe the AC.
Obviously,
I now called somebody and then the person did a bad
serious
job.
One. So that's why I said, is there a way we can put a check to this mechanical? Well, we're always very good, but electrical.
Mechanical?
So
there is none that we are good if you get the wrong person. Most people will tell you that plumbing is a major issue in their houses.
Shola.
Wow.
Shola.
Good morning, Shola.
Is this Shola or Shola?
No, it's Shola.
Shola, good morning.
Shola, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah,
yeah, good morning. I just want to chip in something little.
Oh, right.
Go ahead.
Because earlier on, I had Olododo asking probably for the foundation, on the foundation issue, that he was saying that he could use the foundation for any type of structure he wishes to
build
on. And I can see that you omitted a part whereby you should have been able to tell him that you need a soil technician to be able to determine the strength of the soil.
Okay.
You want to build your house, and definitely the area and the strength of the soil is going to determine the type of foundation which is going to be used.
And the structure that you are putting on top, really.
Yeah, and the structure you are putting on it, the height of the building itself.
Yeah.
The height is going, so the weight of the structure is going to determine the type of foundation to be used. Like on the highland, if you are building on the highland, because it has a low soil structure, because the soil bearing capacity is very low. So definitely you need the strength of your foundation must be stronger. So all the things, even before you even start the project, depending on the structure itself, you need a soil technician who is going to test this bearing capacity. Is going to be like a special advisor to you, to the builder, because the builder is going to be involved later on, who is going to bring all other concepts of construction together. He's going to be able to be the one to interpret all the drawings on ground. Yeah. So I just want to chip in that.
Thank you, Shola. You are a soil technician, right? Or you are a soil engineer or something?
I'm a baby architect, just like
baby architect.
Student architect.
baby architect. Are you still listening?
Okay, thank you very much, Shola. Yeah, actually, I omitted that part really. I mean,
well, I know we've talked
about
it during when we're doing construction stages.
Thank you, Shola.
Thank you so much, Shola. When we're doing construction stages,
because I know we talked about that.
Yeah, we omitted that part really. Also, your architect actually goes to sites, sees the site because he wants to relate what he has on the drawing to the topography and things like that.
And the shape of the land.
Shape of the land, and even though there are surveys that would represent that for him, but he still wants to see also the environment and all. It's usually good for your architect to go to site and all. And then the soil test
determines the kind of structure I'll put on the land.
No, the foundation. Soil, depending on the type of structure you want to put, the height of the structure, the soil there will determine the type of foundation.
Okay.
Yeah. So when they do soil test, then they will come up with the analysis and then tell you this is the type of foundation. In some places, so you see a lot of water prone areas. You can't do normal foundation as it were. You do things like raft, you do things like pile. There are different types of foundation that can go in that, depending on what the soil test says. Yes. That's what he's talking about. I think this is where I'm not sure we can proceed. Can we?
Okay.
I think we still have like 3
And
minutes.
please, as we go on, because I like what Shola did, as we go on, if there is any professional we missed out, please just try and call our attention to it.
Okay, Engineer Adebo's number is going to be on the screen now, so you can have a one-on-one with him. His number is going to be on the screen. It will be displayed shortly. You can have a one-on-one with him. Basically, we've started various professionals.
Yeah, we'll continue from here next week.
For building projects. So we'll take it from here next week. We want to say a very big thank you to everybody who called. Then our viewers will say thank you.
It's obvious that we are carrying everyone along. Yeah. And it's with the calls we had today. So
most definitely, next week we shall continue. So from every one of us, we'll say
thank you very much. It's my pleasure being here.
What if I don't want to go?
Seriously?
I'm not going. I'm not going to go.
Carry your duvet and
People
sleep.
Beg me to go.
So we actually stopped on mechanical and
the engineers. Thank you very much. See you next week.
Yep, we'll get to see you guys next week.